21 wants us to simplify this. Well, to simplify it, I recognize a trinomial. As soon as I see a trinomial, I'm like, hey, does that break down into the product of two binomials? So yes, a 12 will break down to an n plus 3, n plus 4. Okay, because then 3 times 4 is the 12, and 3 plus 4 gives me the 7. For 20, what multiplies together to give me a positive 20, yet added gives me a positive 9? Looks like a 5 and 4. N plus 5, n plus 4. Now, what good does this do us? Well, we realize, hey, they both have an n plus 4 that can cross out. So this simplifies to an n plus 3 over n plus 5, which is much easier. If I had n was 11, would you rather plug 11 into here or go, 11 plus 3, 14 divided by 16? Much easier. However, notice that when we crossed these out, we made somebody disappear that could have created a problem. Well, in a fraction, where does a problem happen? When the denominator is 0, because you can't put things in groups of 0. It makes no sense. That's why you can't divide by 0. So we have to make sure that we come in here and we state, hey, what would have created a problem there? If n had been -4, we would have had a problem. So we have to say, hey, you can't let n be -4. This simplifies to this for every single number except for -4. You can't plug -4 in, because though it looks like you get an answer, we know that in the original problem you would not get an answer. Number 22. Ooh, difference of squares up top. Looks like an n plus 6, n minus 6. For this, if I factor 30, okay, it's a plus 30, but yet has a difference of -11. Okay, or when they're the sum of them would be -11. Looks like 6 and 5, because 6 and 5 gives me 11. So it's going to be an n minus 6, n minus 5. -6 times -5 gives you the positive 30, and then combined gives you the -11. So that's what it is. Does anybody cross out? Yes, the n minus 6's. Now remember, when it crossed out, if n had been 6, 6 minus 6 is 0, and 0 times whatever is 0, that would have created a 0 in the bottom. So we will have to come back and say, hey, you can't let n be a 6. But for right now, we're going to say, hey, this simplifies to n plus 6 up top, n minus 5 in the bottom. Yeah, that'd be much easier to plug some. If n is like 58, I'd rather plug it into this than the original equation. We do need to make the statement right here, though. N can't be 6. This simplifies to that as long as you don't let n be 6. You can, as long as it's 7, 8, 9, it works. Anything works. That simplifies to that as long as n is not 6. 23. Well, we need to factor it. So I'm like, okay, 21, 7 and a 3. N plus 3, n plus 7. The bottom for 3, well, that's easy enough. N plus 3 times an n plus 1. And notice the n plus 3's go away. So we get n plus 7 over n plus 1. But we're forgetting there was a restriction. When this went away, what could n not be down there? A -3. So n can't be a -3. We cannot forget about the restriction. It's very important. All right, 24. What do we have here? Ooh. 24, I'm going to be honest, I was not supposed to give that to you. So for right now, normally we did. I don't know how I missed this, but for right now, you can forget it. Once this chapter's over, we're going to come back and deal with these guys when the A value is more than 1. I've decided to not do that. How I'll put that on the test, I don't know. Practice test. I won't mess up on the test, though. Don't worry. All right, there's those problems for us.